How's it going? So, why you will always lose to a get good kid or person with low human development index in an argument is because they do not understand the difference between opinion and a fact. So I browsed through internet and I found this video, a very very nice video, explains facts versus opinions really really well. So if you want to determine if something is a fact, you can ask these two questions. Is it always true? And can it be proven? Now, it's a very, very, of course, there are a lot of nuances, but honestly, this is by far one of the best ways to check if something is factually correct or not. Now, the problem with Get Good Kids is because they have the same issue, because most of them are low human development index, they have the same issue as people who are extremely religious. They think that what they think, feel, and believe is true because they believe so. Do you understand? So, for example, I'll give you an example. Let's say somebody believes that a person can fly. Naturally, a scientist, person with very high human development index, can say, okay, let us test to see how many people can actually fly. So, Get Good Kid is going to come in and he's going to tell you, you cannot fly because you are doing it incorrectly and I can fly. Naturally, I would say, hey, come over here, let's see you fly. Now, excuses are going to come in, but we will say, okay, let's do 10 attempts and see how many times can you actually fly. Now, naturally, he will do 0 out of 10, and I would say, okay, that means he cannot fly. And I will ask other 10 people, other Get Good Kids or other people, or try it myself. And I will conclude that people cannot fly. So I can go to Asia, I can go to, I don't know, Iceland, I can go to Antarctica, and this will be always true. I will ask, hey, how many of you can fly? None of them will be able to fly. Can it be proven? I can on the spot say, hey, can somebody here fly? They'll be like, nope, nobody can fly. Okay? Now, here's where the problem. Because low human development index are gonna get angry at this level because they're gonna say, no, I believe humans can fly, therefore they can fly. That's it. You lost the argument at this stage because the problem is nothing to do with what you're saying. The problem is you are dealing with a person who has low human development index. And that's it. At that point, you should just say, thank you so much for your time. Have a good day. And that's it. Because you will not be able to convince that person because they are just low human development index. And that's about it. So, do not get into arguments with like people with low human development index. Just say thank you for your time, adios, and that's about it. Yeah. So one more thing I wanted to add is the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I say that League of Legends as a game is unplayable. It is objectively. I don't think this game is good for your health, and also the design of the game is just horrendous. And most people who play it tell you that that's the case. So, I mean, we can just look at it like objectively. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, look, this is unfiltered reviews, completely unfiltered. Look, latest reviews. Look at latest reviews. 1 star, 1 star, 1 star, 1 star. Like this is horrendous. And yet people still play it. Okay, so one person said, like, this is one person. Like, you will struggle to find 2 stars even. 3 stars, like, it's very hard to find it. And yet people, it's one of the most popular games, and I keep telling people it's because it's just addictive. The way the game is designed, plus the algorithms that they're using, is just And I made a video with this guy Soda. He's like a Twitch streamer, Soda Popping, I think. He tried the game for 7 days and he just quit it because, I mean, 1 second. Yeah, so listen for yourself.
Terrible. I mean, I'll start with that, but that's not even a hot take.
He played kind of like, okay?
It's fucking terrible. I mean, I'll start with that, but that's not even a hot take. A lot of things I want to say about this game. One, it's fucking terrible. I mean, I'll start with...
So, do you understand what I'm saying? Is that, like, a lot of stuff I bring up about the game is factually correct. Like, the fact that there are counter picks that stop you from winning the game, the fact that there's too much crowd control in the game, the fact that there's too much random stuff in the game, it's very team-oriented, so team compositions a lot of the times matter more than the skill. And, like, I would not advise people to play this game, basically. What I'm saying is, like, it's just not good for your health, alright? Now, anyway, I'll just link this in the description below so you can understand what fact and what opinion is. And don't get into arguments with people that have very low human development index, because it's not worth your time, and two, you will not be able to convince them anyway. And this is why these people get scammed very, very easily, and they are good targets for corporations that just want to milk money, because you have to understand that if a person believes that he's whatever item or idol or some kind of person or game or anything, some kind of thing, or is magical or wonderful, and then you objectively present evidence saying that, hey, objectively speaking, factually speaking, it's not the case, they will get very angry and they're gonna start attacking you. So again, when you're dealing with this type of people, just let it go. You know, just let them go. Okay, because again, they're gonna continue to invest into scams. Because Yota Bank right now, 1 second. I mean, this bank here, Yota Bank, just made 109 million deposits vanish. Now, this bank has been promoted by YouTubers, again, the same people, and I was wondering to myself, how are they getting scammed time and time and time over and over and over again? And I realized, you know, it's because the way the brain is wired, they're a very easy target, because they believe that that person is magical. You will tell them, no, that person is probably a scammer, right? Probably a scammer. But now they even get scammed by that person multiple times, but they still believe that that person is magical, and they will continue to believe that that person is magical because, again, factual information, and I think they just can't. Honestly, I don't think their brain works correctly, because they can't accept the reality, and they choose to live in whatever they create in their head. To some extent, to me, it's a little bit insane, in my opinion, because, you know, if somebody tells you, hey, you just lost 20,000 euro, and you got scammed by the same person 7 times in a row, like, maybe it's time to rethink it, you know. And but honestly, I don't know. It's not, again, it's not your job to fix them. It's not your job to fix them, because there are governments, there are medication, there are counseling services for this type of stuff, and the worst thing you can do is to get into arguments with them, you know, because they're just gonna, like, you have to understand, they're gonna get very emotional. In my opinion, let's just say, how to put it politely, just treat them as people who are disabled. Like, you're not gonna go, let's say, you know, a person who is missing a chromosome, he's banging his head against the door, and you see other people trying to help that person, and he continues to bang his head against the wall. Now, at that point, you realize, you know, that person is unfortunately disabled, and there's really not much you can do, because it's outside of your capability to some extent, right? So when you get into argument with Get Good Kid, just accept the fact that they are a little bit disabled in the head. So just agree with them. The best thing is to agree. Just say, absolutely, sir, you're right. Banging your head against the wall is the best time spent you could possibly do. Thank you so much for your time. If you need any assistance, feel free to reach out to me. Have a wonderful day. Take care. And that's it. Do you know what I mean? Because, again, you're dealing with people that are just disabled, right? But when it comes to League, again, I would not really advise you to play this game. And, yeah, make sure you understand the difference between facts and opinions, and that you are living in the world that is objectively true. And this is why a lot of on my channel, like you have decision-making tools, you have my TriForce. I'll link it in the description below. One sec. Yeah, so you have this thing here, which is kind of like a cultivation of, because I read a lot of books. I'm on 500 plus books, and they're scientific books. So I just give you the best stuff that I find in life. So you can kind of use it as a human manual to become like super successful. Super soldier serum. So yeah, okay, I'll link it in the description below. I'll link this in the description below. And again, don't play League of Legends, because in my opinion it's by far the reason why people play it is because it's addictive, but as a game it's probably not a well designed game. And two, make sure that you know what is a fact, what is an opinion. And again, finally, do not get into arguments with Get Good Kids, because you have to understand they're a little bit mentally disabled. So just agree with them. Thank you for your time. Have a good day. And that's it. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye.